Due to an illness, their class coordinator is unable to be here, so I'm going to try to do the best that I can for them, so bear with me. At this time, I'd like to ask you to join me in welcoming today's graduates, the 360th Basic Training class. Members of the 360th Basic Training class, ladies and gentlemen, please rise or remain standing if you're able, and direct your attention to the Hutchinson, Kansas Police Department Honor Guard for the presentation of the colors and the playing of our national anthem. Class 360, right face. Honor Guard, please post the colors.
Center, face, post, colors. Present arms. Order, arms. Center, face. Forward, march.
You may be seated. During your time here at KLETC, you've walked past the wall of honor numerous times. Wall of Honor was designed as a reminder of those KLETC graduates who've died in the line of duty. Names and photos of the 32 individuals memorialized preserve their memories and give family, friends, and law enforcement officers the opportunity to remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice in service to the citizens of Kansas. At this time, please join me in observing a moment of silence to honor those 32 KLETC graduates who are no longer with us. Thank you. Members of the 360th, this is where it gets a little interesting, and I'm going to have to try to speak in the third person, so bear with me here. These are Mr. McCorkle's words that I told him that I'd share with you since he couldn't be here, and I'm going to do the best that I can, so keep the laughing to a minimum when I mess up, but here we go. It's just by the luck of the draw that Mr. McCorkle was assigned to be your class coordinator over the last 14 weeks here. From that first day he met each of you in classroom 1 to today, he's been your greatest supporter and biggest cheerleader. Today, we gather here to celebrate a remarkable achievement, the culmination of months of rigorous training, dedication, and unwavering commitment to a noble calling. As you stand on the steps of a new beginning, I want to draw attention to a symbol that holds profound significance for each one of us, the badge. Badge you wear on your chest is not just a piece of metal. It represents the culmination of your dreams, the embodiment of your unwavering determination, and the promise of service to the community. It's a privilege bestowed upon you, a trust placed in your hands, and a responsibility that you must carry with the utmost integrity. Badge is not a symbol of power or authority, but rather a symbol of trust. It's a beacon of hope for those in need, a symbol of safety for those in fear, and a source of comfort for those who have lost their way. It's a reminder that you are the guardians of our society, the protectors of the vulnerable, and the champions of justice. With this badge comes the power to make a difference. Remember, that power should never be wielded recklessly or without thought. It should be a force for good, a tool to bring about positive change, and a means to build bridges of trust between law enforcement and the communities you serve. As you step into your roles as law enforcement officers, always keep in mind the words of Sir Robert Peel, who is known as the father of modern policing. The police are the public, and the public are the police. Your badge does not separate you from society. It connects you to it. Be approachable, compassionate, and empathetic in your interactions. Build relationships within the community you serve, for it's these relationships that will help you maintain peace and keep your communities safe. In your journey as officers, you'll face challenges and uncertainties, but remember, your badge is a reminder that you are never alone. You're now part of a noble professional association, a family of officers who have sworn to serve and protect. Lean on each other for support, guidance, and strength. In closing, he wants to congratulate each one of you for earning the privilege to wear that badge. It's a symbol of honor, duty, and sacrifice. As you go forth from this academy, carry it proudly, but always with humility. Let it remind you of the trust placed in you, the responsibility you bear, and the difference you will make in the lives of others. May your careers be filled with courage, compassion, and commitment to justice. May your badges shine as beacons of hope in our communities. And may you always uphold the highest standards of integrity and honor. The badge is yours. You've earned it. On behalf of the KLETC administration and staff, congratulations on completing basic training, and thank you, and may you stay safe in your honorable service to our society. I'd now like to invite Associate Director of Basic Training, Jeff Oslin, to the podium to introduce today's graduation speaker.
Congressman Ron Estes one of the only handful of engineers in the House of Representatives, worked to improve systems and operations in the aerospace, energy, and manufacturing sectors before representing Kansas' 4th Congressional District, beginning in 2017. He's a 5th-generation Kansan, former state treasurer, and serves on the House Committee on Ways and Means, Budget Committee, and Joint Economic Committee. He is the chair of the Social Security Subcommittee and co-chair of the House Aerospace Caucus. Ladies and gentlemen, Congressman Ron Estes.
Well, thank you for that nice introduction, and good afternoon. I appreciate the opportunity to be here to speak with you. You know, it's more important that we have great leadership to run a facility like the Kansas Law Enforcement Training Facility. You know, under the operations and activities here, KLETC continues to set the gold standard for law enforcement education and officer preparation across the Sunflower State. To the dedicated instructors, staff, and leadership team, thank you for your tireless work shaping the future of Kansas law enforcement. To our local community leaders, elected officials, and distinguished guests here, thank you for showing your steadfast support for our public safety. And to the families, spouses, children, parents, and friends in the audience, you know, today belongs to you as well. Behind every officer who's standing on the front line, there's a family holding down that line at home. You've supported them through early mornings, late night, rigorous physical training, and 14 challenging weeks away from home. And I apologize, I said him. My notes said them because it's him and her. So we appreciate the support that you give for your family members and friends. You carry the quiet anxiety that comes with loving someone who wears a uniform. Kansas owes you a deep debt of gratitude, and I ask everyone here to give yourselves a round of applause for the support that you give our law enforcement. So, the important part about a training facility like this is making sure that everyone has the tools and the techniques and the capability to fulfill their duty to help protect us as Kansans. And as I address the men and women of the 360th basic training class, congratulations to you all. Today's a major milestone. For the past 14 weeks, you've pushed yourself through hundreds of hours of intense instruction. You've mastered criminal law, tactical operations, high-speed vehicle maneuvers, firearms qualifications, de-escalation techniques, and high-stress scenario training. You tested your physical limits, sharpened your minds, and learned what it truly means to work as a team. There's been a long and proud history tied with this academy, and today you become part of that legacy. Joining the ranks of the 360th class means stepping into the lineage of thousands of officers who have answered the call before you. You took on a challenge that many in our society today would hesitate to accept, and you saw it through with discipline, grit, and honor. When you walk across this stage in Integrity Auditorium, take your oath, pin on that badge, you are stepping into the noble tradition of public service. Whether you're joining a municipal police force, a county sheriff's office, or a state law enforcement agency, today you become a guardian of our communities. We live in a complex, fast-moving world. On any given day, an officer can go from assisting a motorist on a quiet rural road to managing a critical emergency in a split second. In those critical moments, when human instinct tells most people to move away from danger, you are the ones trained and willing to run towards it. That willingness is not just a job requirement, it's a calling. In Kansas, our communities are built on the bedrock of strong values: trust, hard work, personal responsibility, and looking out for our neighbors. Law enforcement officers are the visible backbone of those values. Every time you put on that uniform, pull up to a call, or walk a beat in your hometown, you represent something far larger than yourselves. You represent justice, stability, and peace of mind for the citizens you serve. For a victim of a crime, your arrival is the moment relief begins. For a child in crisis, your calm presence can change the trajectory of a life. And for a community facing uncertainty, your integrity is what maintains the fabric of our communities. Lead with strength, but always lead with fairness, character, and compassion. As your representative in Washington, I hear from Kansans all across the state every week. And one message remains clear. Folks want safe neighborhoods, strong communities, and peaceful streets. None of those things are possible without a respected, well-supported, and highly trained law enforcement force. Crime in Kansas is at a 57-year low, and it's important that we keep this trend going forward. I want to make a clear promise to each of you today. Just as you stand on the front lines to back up our communities, I'll continue to stand shoulder to shoulder with you in the halls of Congress. That means fighting to ensure your agencies have modern tools, technologies, and legal protections necessary to do your job safely and effectively. It means protecting qualified immunity and backing policy that supports officer safety and wellness. And above all, it means ensuring that when you go out and protect our families, you have the backing you need to return home safely to yours at the end of the shift. Graduates of the 360th class, as you depart today and take your places in the departments across Kansas, hold fast to the core principles that instilled in you here at KLETC. Wear your badge with immense pride, but carry it with deep humility. It's a symbol of authority, but more importantly, it's a pledge of service. Maintain your integrity at all times. Your reputation and your trust of your community takes a lifetime to build, but only a second to lose. Hold yourselves to the highest standards, even when no one is watching. And that's what your training here did for you. Look out for one another. You're joining a tight-knit family of brothers and sisters in blue. Lean on each other, support your fellow officers, and never hesitate to reach out when the weight of the job feels heavy. Kansas is immensely proud of you. Our towns, counties, and cities are safer today because you've answered a call to service. Congratulations to the 360th Basic Training Class. Thank you, and stay safe out there. God bless you, and may God continue to bless the great state of Kansas and United States of America. Thank you.
Sir, just thank you once again for your kind words. I'm sure the class appreciates it. As a small token of their appreciation, the 360th and KLETC administration would like to give you this small token to remember us by.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
At KLETC, we recognize student officers who have excelled in fitness during their basic training. Fitness being a key component in an officer's life, it helps them deal with daily stress that they'll face and aids them in maintaining a healthier lifestyle, enabling them to better mitigate the dangers that they may encounter. During their time here at KLETC, all members of the 360th were active and engaged in a fitness routine. However, there were 11 students who have met the goals of the 200-mile club and successfully completed all requirements. To be recognized as a member of the 200-mile club, student officer must have completed 30 push-ups in a minute, 30 sit-ups in a minute, and run 1.5 miles in under 18 minutes or less. Additionally, they must have also self-reported walking or running 200 miles or more outside their normal classroom activities. Would the following officers please stand to be recognized when I call your name? Officer James Campbell, Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks. Officer Owen Corpus, University of Kansas Medical Center Police Department. Deputy Keaton DeWalt, Pottawatomie County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Alexandria Douglas, Osage County Sheriff's Office. Officer Jake Falkender, Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks. Officer Caleb Hink, Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks. Officer Desiree Moran, Topeka Public Schools Police Department. Officer Hayden Rivers, Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks. Deputy Caden Smith, Ness County Sheriff's Office. and Officer Hayes Wilson, Coffeyville Police Department. And last but not least, Deputy Joshua Wilson, Harvey County Sheriff's Office. This is rare. That was a lot of names, and we're not used to saying that many. So please join me in congratulating them for their efforts. You may be seated. Would Deputy Alexandria Douglas and Officer Caleb Hink please join me at the podium? Deputy Douglas is being recognized as the most improved officer in the 60th class as far as fitness goes. And Officer Caleb Hink is being recognized as the officer who obtained the most miles during their time here. He ran 264.5 miles. Please join me in congratulating both on their efforts. KLETC also recognizes student officers who excel in all facets of the academy by awarding those who qualify with the distinction of graduating with honors. To be awarded this distinction is a substantial accomplishment. Student officer must achieve a total average on all written and performance examinations of 90% or higher, and a score of 90% or higher on the final written and performance exam. Additionally, student officer must have achieved successful completion of all skills testing, including firearms, standard field sobriety testing, and emergency vehicle operations. They must have also completed 100 miles of walking or running and had no level 2 disciplinary write-ups. Again, this is kind of unique. This is a lot of names, and we're not used to this. So, when I call your name, will you please join me at the podium? Officer James Campbell, Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks. Officer Owen Corpus, University of Kansas Medical Center Police Department. Deputy Alexandria Douglas, Osage County Sheriff's Office. Officer Jake Falkender, Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks. And Deputy Joshua Wilson, Harvey County Sheriff's Office. Please join me in congratulating them for their achievements. You guys may be seated, except for Deputy Wilson. Please stay here with me. Bear with us. We weren't sure how to do this because we had so many today. Last but not least, we'll recognize the Director's Academic Award. To be awarded the Director's Academic Award, student officer must achieve a total average on all written examinations of 94% or higher, and a score of 94% or higher on the final exam. And again, there was other stuff that they have to do. Additionally, they have to achieve successful completion of all final performance testing, successful completion of the skills testing, just like before, including firearms, standard field sobriety testing, and emergency vehicle operations. and have not received any level 2 or higher disciplinary write-ups. On behalf of the instructors and staff of the Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center, it's my privilege to announce Deputy Joshua Wilson of the Harvey County Sheriff's Office as a recipient of the Director's Academic Award. Please join me in congratulating him for this achievement. Again, I don't know that it could be overstated how unique that was. All those awards today took self-initiation. We tell them about it early, but to have that many fitness awards and that many honors and academic award is something pretty special. So they deserve extra congratulations. It's now time for the class president to deliver a few brief remarks on behalf of the graduating class. Ladies and gentlemen, 360th Basic Training Class President, Officer Hayes Wilson from the Coffeyville Police Department.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the graduation of the 360th class of KLETC. My name is Hayes Wilson, and I present to you with one of the greatest groups of humans I've ever had the privilege of working with. On April 20th, 2026, I walked into a classroom, 1 or 2 minutes early, might I add. But I was met by I walked through the doors to be met by a standing ovation, orchestrated by our classroom coordinator, Mr. McCorkle. I took a small bow and I found my seat. If you could please assist me, I would like to return that favor to all of them today. After our very first class, I had a conversation with Mr. McCorkle, telling him that if I had to do it with him kicking and screaming, I was going to drag all these kids across this graduation stage with me. He chuckled and said, "Well, that's a good dream, but that's not really how it works here." On April 20th, I walked into a classroom with 23 students. We all are here before you today as 23 Kansas law enforcement officers. That being said, I don't want anyone to think that these officers are here because of me. Quite the contrary. I'm here because of all of them. Every one of them has shown me in one way or another that they will be fantastic officers. They've helped me grow, and believe it or not, it's because of all of them that I'm here on this stage. For that, I'll be forever grateful to them. I have no doubt when I speak for all of us, when I say to all of you, without our families, friends, and loved ones, we have not made it this far. Thank you for allowing us to grow and learn together. Thank you for the 14 weeks of doing it without us. Thank you for taking care of the daily burdens of life, taking care of the kids, taking care of our beloved animals, mowing the yard, picking up the house, the late night phone calls, telling us you're proud of us, reassuring us that we can do this. Without none of you, none of us would be here. So I know it's not really turn cheek, but if the 360th would please, I'd like to turn the favor to you. To my class. It's been fun. It's been real. And honestly, it's been real fun. We've faced trials and tribulations to get together, grown and learned a lot, and honestly, a very short amount of time. Everyone in this room should be immensely proud of you. I know that I am. I can already tell each and every one of you, thank you for your service. We came together as strangers. We grew into a community, and in this community, you've all already done an outstanding job protecting and serving. I'll leave you all with one final challenge. These people here today before you, the ones sitting next to you, love and care about you. Today, we're going to get sent home with them. My challenge is that from this day to our last day, we always come home. Train your bodies, sharpen your mind, harden your spirit. Not for applause, for the moment when everything depends on you. In that moment when chaos hits, you won't rise to the occasion. You will fall to your preparations. So prepare now, while it is quiet, while you are comfortable, and while nobody is watching. Because true storms don't give warnings. Thank you all, and Godspeed.
Officer Wilson, it's my pleasure on behalf of KLETC administration and staff to present you with this plaque commemorating your achievement as the 360th Basic Class President. Hope you'll display it proudly. In law enforcement, ethics is at the forefront of training in our profession. The law enforcement oath of office affirmation is a constant reminder of the importance of always doing the right thing. This is something that we've discussed in depth during your time here at KLETC. The ultimate purpose of law enforcement is public service. Law enforcement officer assumes great responsibility when they affirm the oath of office. They've entered the profession of being role models, leading by example. They are enforcers of the law and protectors over our communities. I'll now ask Class President, Officer Hayes Wilson, to lead the 360th class in reciting the law enforcement oath of office affirmation.
360, please stand. Oath. On my honor, I will
Never betray my badge, my integrity, my character, or the public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always uphold the Constitution of the United States and the state of Kansas, my community, and the agency I serve.
recover. 360, please be seated.
Upon successful completion of the requirements here at KLETC, you'll be presented with a challenge coin. Challenge coin is symbolic and meaningful and given to someone as a reminder of what they've done or to confirm membership in an organization. This coin will recognize you as a graduate of KLETC. I ask that you carry it with you as a reminder of the lessons learned and the friendships forged during your time here at KLETC. On the back of this coin is the oath that each of you affirmed moments ago. Carry it with you and let it be a constant reminder to always do the right thing. Graduates, on behalf of Mr. McCorkle, he wants you to know that it's been his honor and distinct pleasure to be your class coordinator and a small part of your journey. We all wish you nothing but success and happiness in the future. Godspeed on your journey. I'll now ask KLETC Associate Director of Basic Training, Jeff Oslin, to join me on the stage to present the members of the 360th Basic Training class with their certificates. Class President, Officer Hayes Wilson, will announce the names of the students.
Front row, please stand. Officer Damian Bruto, Great Bend Police Department. Officer James Campbell, Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks. Officer Christopher Capofoli, Overland Parks Police Department. Officer Owen Corpez, University of Kansas Medical Center Police Department. Deputy Keaton DeWalt, Pottawatomie County Sheriff's Department. Deputy Alexandria Douglas, Osage County Sheriff's Department. Officer Jake Falkender, Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks. Deputy Storm Flores, Gray County Sheriff's Office. Front row, please return to your seats. Please be seated. Second row, please stand. Officer Gustavo Garcia Jr., Liberal Police Department. Deputy Kenyon Geckler, Lyon County Sheriff's Office. Officer Eric Hartline, Emporia Police Department. Officer Caleb Hink, Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks. Officer Tristan Johnson, Salina Police Department. Deputy Braden Matot, Hamilton County Sheriff's Office. Officer Desiree Moran, Topeka Public School Police Department. Second row, please return to your seats. Please be seated. Third row, please stand. Officer Matt Reyes, Overland Park Police Department. Officer Hayden Rivers, Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks. Officer Cash Sheets, Holcomb Police Department. Deputy Caden Smith, Ness County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Alec Terry, Leavenworth County Sheriff's Office. Officer Parker Wells, Seaman School District Police Department. Deputy Joshua Wilson, Harvey County Sheriff's Office.
And Officer Hayes Wilson from the Coffeyville Police Department. Third row, please return to your seats. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, in closing, let me just say thank you for attending today. We really appreciate your support for this amazing class. It's pretty obvious based upon what you've seen today that this is a stellar group of young officers that are starting out their career. I want to thank all of our partners across the state for the different departments that are here that are represented. Thank you so much for your support and appreciate you sending such outstanding young men and women to start this career. With the 360th, please stand. On behalf of Director of Police Darren Beck, I hereby certify that each of you have met all the standards for certification of a law enforcement officer in the state of Kansas. And let me be the first to congratulate you and to welcome you to the Kansas family of law enforcement. Congratulations.